At the interactive manufacturing experience, there's more to manufacturing than just metal cutting, lasers, chip making equipment. I'm here with Tom Cassese, Business Development Director for Eriez Hydroflow. Tom?
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Tom, what are we standing beside?
What this is a single bowl, low speed centrifuge. It's a liquid solid centrifuge as compared to a high-speed disc bowl centrifuge, which is a liquid centrifuge. This particular unit is rated at 20 gallons a minute flow on water soluble, 15 gallons a minute on oils. The system's ideal for filtering solids out of grinding swarf, ideal for grinding with ceramic material, removing glass out of grinding operations, wire drawing industry, various industries where you need fine filtration and fairly low flow rates.
Tom, how do you see the future in terms of legal compliance? I know OSHA has been a factor down here. I know the environmental folks now. I started an industry where swarf was something which, as an apprentice, one of my jobs was to scrape it out of the bottom of the tank, and you literally fired out the back door.
Well, this certainly avoids the scraping, it avoids the throwing it out the back door. What we want is continuous filtration, getting it down to the 5 to 10 micron range where you don't have to dispose of the coolant, with proper makeup of your fluid, proper mixing, trample removal, and liquid solid separation. You could run your coolant indefinitely. And this is a continuous operation, not a batch operation.
Are there cost savings to be had by using a system like this?
Yeah, definitely. One of the people, depending what you're grinding, your material, we've got a customer that's using this to recover titanium, where they're taking the dry titanium swarf and selling it. This is also used in the carbide industry. People who are grinding carbide, they want to recover the carbide because of the value of reselling the carbide swarf in a dry form.
That's interesting. So a selling feature of the machine could be it could return some cash.
Definitely so. In most cases, certainly with carbide and with titanium, the payback is typically within 6 months on a system like this.
Tom, it's when purchasing new equipment, machine tools, grinders, that kind of thing, how often do end users think about how they're going to handle cooling? Should they do it at the beginning of that buying process, or do they come to you after the fact and say...
They really should, but typically they wait till the end. Sure. They're so focused on the machine tool, their engineers are geared up for the machine tool, they forget the filtration. It's just funny, we just had a call a few minutes ago. A customer's got a grinding machine coming in that he paid $500,000 for, completely forgot the filter. He assumed it was with the grinding machine, and it wasn't. So now we're scrambling to get him a filter in the next month. But yeah, they typically wait a little too long to make the selection.
So a unit like this, what sort of lead time? Available for quick delivery?
Yeah, typically this type unit, as it sits, obviously we build it with tanks and pumps and other equipment with it. But this is fairly short delivery, a couple of weeks to 2 months, depending upon what we have to do.
In terms of maintenance, what sort of maintenance or upkeep is required to keep this unit running?
Very little. One of the nice things with this particular unit, it's got what we call a vane assembly. We pull that out. And basically, what happens, this is rotating at 3,400 RPM. We've got a removable bowl liner. What's happened as it's spinning, we're actually pushing the solids to the wall of the bowl liner. And then when you need to clean it, you simply pull it out, you put a new liner in, and the next day you come and you've got a dry, solid cake of whatever your solids were. And certainly when you're recovering carbide and titanium, those type materials, now you just dump it into a bin and save it for resale.
So the downtime must be fairly short then.
Fairly short. You could open and change a bowl within 5 minutes.
Wow, interesting.
That bowl holds about 250 cubic inches of solids, or about 2.5 gallons worth of solids.
And Tom, give me a sense of a scale of what sort of machine a unit this size could handle.
This particular one will handle, this single bowl will handle up to 20 gallons a minute. We make what we call a double bowl unit that can handle 40 gallons a minute, and then we just put multiple double bowls or multiple single bowls to get whatever you want. Typically, we use this type of filter in jobs that are under 100 gallons a minute or even under 80 gallons a minute. After that, we go into some of our other equipment.
Tom, any restrictions on the type of process, chip forming, grinding, cutting?
Nothing really, as long as it's a soluble coolant or a straight oil. And the solids, we don't want chips, long stringy chips. It's primarily for grinding or smaller type chips.
Tom, thanks for showing me.
Thank you, appreciate it.